going to make perfect. And until you step out of your comfort zone, not going to happen. So you just like going to the gym. You got to do it. You just got to get out there and do it. And then it becomes a lot more comfortable, I promise. Then you kind of really start liking yourself, and you go in and you kind of got a swagger when you walk in, like, I'm here.
And so far, only had 3 parties. So.
And you know what? Have you got through the 3 parties yet? See, you're not dead. So that's good. You're going to do fine.
That's the quote of the day. You're not dead.
I know, I swore every time I walked in and I was a nervous wreck in the beginning, I thought I would die and I would never have another party again. Because I was a mom. I didn't use any of this stuff. So how am I going to sell this? And that was really me. All the way I was like, why am I in this business? But then when I had my money at the end of the night and I was able to pay another bill and I was able to put food on the table and I was able to make sure that it became easier to do. So I have my goals.
All right, anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Patty. I'm Gwen James.
Hi.
I have a question.
Sure.
It kind of spins off from what the young lady said over here about keeping your team motivated. One of the things I run up against is I'm constantly motivated and self-motivated, kind of like how you are as a single parent. And my upline on the East Coast is very like killing it. And here I feel like I'm in California and I'm working my butt off just to meet minimal. How do you motivate your team to even come out to these meetings or even start working their business? Because I can recruit people, but they never get out the door and start really working their business.
Oh, okay. You want my honest answer? Okay, here's my honest answer. If somebody really wants something, they're going to do that. And don't keep spinning your wheels. If those people are not showing up, they don't want it. You know, if somebody's coming to every team meeting and they've never went out and done a party, at least they're there. They're there. And, you know, you just, you know, but just don't spin your wheels on something that's not going to happen, you know?
No.
Because the next time I come here, I'm going to be having a personal conversation with you, and I'm going to see how you're doing and that you're getting out there. So remember, I will remember your face, I promise. Okay.
Here's the thing, though. You got to remember, and she's absolutely right. 80% of the people that get in are done in 9 months because the issue is they don't fail. The business doesn't fail them. They fail the business. They don't go out and do the activities, actions. The only way I can tell you that I've seen the people that have went out there and really have eat it, sleep it, drink it, do as many things as they possibly can. You almost have to be like 365. If you really want to build that team, I know nobody likes to do that. Nobody wants to hear you got to work this thing every day. And when I say work it, you got to really, really work it. When anytime you want to be on Facebook, you want to be watching TV, you want to be doing stuff with your friends, you need all that stuff needs to be like pushed aside. And I can tell you, it was really weird as I started doing and looking at some of the numbers and some of the people that have went out there and grown. And even when I look at my board and everybody that is on President's Club, same thing. Same exact thing. And when we think we're working hard, there's always somebody that's working harder. And what I wrote up here was the truth. Is the only way you build a team is you continuously doing your actions and activities, doing as many parties as you possibly can, and having the understanding that you're going to have to say next. Because can I tell you something? It breaks your heart that you take $250 from somebody, or $500 or whatever, and they don't do shit with it, and you're like, what did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. And that's the thing that we all have to kind of get over, because I remember the first time I ever recruited anybody was I'm in St. Louis. We do this event, and this girl comes in, and her name was Tara, took $250. I was just excited to sign somebody up and borrowed it from her mother. And I'm sitting there going, and she said, it will never pan out. She was sitting right there. She goes, she will not do anything with it. I said, yes, she will. Nothing. And can I tell you, it broke my heart. And every time I used to get this whole thing, like you see people come in, and then they fall out, they come in, they fall out. And at the end of the day, what you have to understand is 20% of the people will actually do it, and actually 5% will be successful.
And it's really not on you. I mean, it's just like us every single day here, the corporate office, we're providing these tools. It's who's going to use them, who's going to take it, who's going to run with it. You know, if there are people who fail here, it's on you. Because we're here, we're going to give it to you, we're going to provide it for you.
I actually have something to say about that. I actually to sign me up, and this is her team. But on top of that, I actually work out on the base, and I met this young lady in the drive-thru. She recognized me from my trade pages on Facebook. And every time she comes through, how you doing? You doing okay? You need any tips or tricks? You got your parties lined up? You got everything you need? So it's a wonderful support network.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
awesome.
there's your key right there, support.
Yep.
Support, and people today, they want that. They're looking for that. So continue, now you have to pay that forward. That's important for you to do.
All right, she's got a couple more questions. Yes?
Hello, my name is Chris Sharp. What did you do to motivate yourself when you were hitting roadblocks? And what tips, techniques, because everyone has that roller coaster in their business where you're up and all of a sudden you're like, why am I not? I was doing so well a couple months ago. What's happened? What's going on? What were things that you did to revamp your business, to psychologically get yourself back in the game when you hit those bumps?
You're doing it. You're here. So, and I'm telling you, if I did not, I was kind of a lone ranger. You know, when I first started in Cincinnati, there wasn't anybody else there. So and one of the things that's going to help you, if you feel like you're kind of a lone ranger and you don't have a lot, and shame on you if you feel that way, because there's so much now. You've got the internet, you've got so many ways of connecting. But also having a journal, how you felt, you know, during certain times of the year, where you were low last year, what's going on, and making sure that you attend meetings. Because when you attend meetings, there's something that you're going to learn from every single person, and you're going to want to change things up. Because if you're not changing things up, you can keep the same kind of structure of your demo, but you're going to want to change it up somewhat. And the reason being is because if you don't, you'll become stagnant with yourself. If I was doing a show for college girls, and then the following night I was with banker women, you know, my demo, the way I present myself is going to be so different each night, and I was able to do it. Chris laughs at me because I used to say, in the beginning, he goes, what was your key to success? And I said, civil. And he's like, what? And I'm like, being civil. And he's like, what does that mean? And it's kind of like, being able to change my personality and to be able to change and kind of be on that level somewhat, but still be able to command a room. And that's important to do. And it also kept me from being stagnant. So I kind of have my own little games that I played with myself to kind of keep myself in there and keep myself motivated and keep that change and keep my customers on their toes, because they didn't know who might arrive at their party. And I think that's important. Yeah. Does this make sense to everybody in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're a couple months out from Orlando. What are you excited about right now? No, Orlando. Where we were just in Orlando and we had the question, you know, what are you excited about right now?
Oh, okay. I'm like, am I going back to Orlando?
No, we're still going to Cincinnati.
Okay, well, you know what? The first thing that comes to my mind when you ask me this, so I have a sexual health conference that's happening next week. But the thing that happened today that I am the most excited about is a new product ventures. I'm really, really working hard on making sure that you guys have top of the line product. And we just left a kind of a design meeting. And you guys, I'm telling you, there's nobody that's going to ever be able to compete with you, because your products are going to be always the best. I don't have to do any type of drug. My drug is really this. It's work and designing, and I love that. I mean, that is my big high. So.
Since a lot of the products stop in Long Beach by ship, have you ever thought about making a warehouse on the West Coast?
Have I thought? You know what? Have I thought about having a warehouse on the West Coast? Absolutely. When the numbers can support it.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Give us a number. Give us a goal.
It'd have to be about 50 million. So.
Hold on, let me give you a for instance. Stop right here. Because I'm going to give you a for instance. This morning we're at breakfast, And Chris said to the waiter, he said, he's got his bill, and he's looking at it, and he goes, $8 for a cup of coffee. Seriously?
Bullshit. $8 for a damn cup of coffee?
Here's a man that works our figures and knows what we have to do, but he couldn't understand the $8 cup of coffee. Now, number one, we're in a hotel.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep.
So there you go. We're in a hotel, so we're paying for every single person's service.
I felt like you flew the damn beans in from Colombia. I mean, the shit, $8. I mean, it wasn't even a full cup of coffee.
But
It was like
that's-
one of these, like these.
So I know that sounds like a big number, but again, you've got to support the warehouse people.
Yeah.
So there.
Here's the thing. The reason is
I
I
did
think.
numbers today. Yes.
Jesus. All right, but here's the thing on the warehouse. The real big issue would be is that I like to keep one. Then I don't have 2 gas bills. I don't have 2 utility bills. I don't have this. So it has to be something like that. And again, as the company continues to keep growing, and you never know what the next thing is going to be. I mean, right now, the one thing here's what you want from us. You want us to be physically responsible because at the end of the day, you want us to be here for the next 20 years. Because if you're building a livelihood and you're building a business, and I've had 2 companies in your industry, right, that have not done well. And so ultimately, the reason that we have done well is because I am looking at the $8 cup of coffee and saying that's bullshit.
Yep.
And the reason I want to do that is I want to make sure that we have a long longevity. There's a lot of us that are very young in the room. And, you know, some of us...
Oh, I can promise you, this mind and this heart is younger than anybody.
Yeah, I got it.
Let's get
So, you
your
know,
shit straight before-
yeah. So at the end of the day, I always want to make sure that we're thinking and we're being smart with money and we're making sure we spend it in the right locations. That's it. Yes, ma'am.
Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
do you know what kind of West Coast numbers we are pulling in?
I do. Right now, on the West Coast, and if you take from, I would take from Portland down, okay? I would take a little bit Seattle down, okay? Then I'd take into, let's go to Vegas. Could we go there? Is that, and then down to Arizona. We're talking about 15 million, $16 million in sales.
So far this year.
Here's the thing: if you talk about the most opportunity in the business, it's out here.
Yes.
I mean, if you look at it, let's take Green Bay. Green Bay does almost triple the amount of all of California.
Yes.
So Green Bay is market size 236. And you take a look at it. So when you think about populace, you think about all the different things, dispensable income, think about all of there's a big, huge opportunity. The issue is, how do you continuously getting people to come and take advantage of that's always been the issue. And I think, you know, as you look at Sacramento, you look at San Francisco, you look at LA, you look at, you know, Orange County. I mean, you take a look at San Diego. Do I have any people from San Diego in the room? Okay, good. So, I mean, San Diego, in my mind, that whole area all the way up to Temecula should be a stronger area. There's a lot of money there. So why do we want to start making an investment here? Is we think it's a very, very huge viability, but it's having the right people, it's having the right leadership, and we've kind of talked about that. So you're going to see us out here a lot more. Plus, so I would say that is, and I know you had a question. I'm sorry.
Yes, actually, I noticed a couple sales ago that it was extended until late Sunday for us. Can we expect more of that?
Please.
I think, you know what, when we do sales, we try to do them to like 11 now on the weekends because they make sure that we can get the West Coast. So what I'm in the process of, we're in the process of doing a new ERP system. So right now, our system does not allow us to go in there and put a sale time like the end. It ends at midnight. It ends at midnight. So what happens is if you want it to extend, you have to have somebody there at 12:01 to change the sale. So we have to send somebody into the warehouse on Sundays to change the sale at 11:01. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, do we want to go that way? Absolutely, without a doubt. It makes the most amount of sense. I mean, some of you guys are getting back from parties at 1 o'clock in the morning. It does make sense. The issue is, it is all system related right now. So will I say that the new one in 12 months we'll be able to do that? Yeah, we'll be able to put the time that we want the sale to end, start and end. Absolutely. The one thing that we'll never do that way is we will always close the month though at 12.
Yeah.
But other than that,